Hello and welcome to today's live. We are talking about what is the fastest, most effective way to build a massive business using social media without sending thousands of copy and paste messages and being that spammy salesy weirdo. I'm getting all my words mixed up already. And if this is something that you want to learn, then stay tuned because right at the very end you're going to be totally blown away by what we're going to talk about today. So for those of you that don't know me, I'm Sarah G and I help entrepreneurs, marketers, networkers, home-based business owners build their businesses online by leveraging the power of social media using attraction marketing strategies, which basically means that people will come to you to buy from you, to join you, to learn from you because of your attractor factor and the influence that you have gained over them. Okay. So if you're watching me live, then please don't be shy and say hi and where you're watching from. And if you're catching me on the replay, then please drop a replay below because I'd love to circle back and say hello to you too. So how do you build a massive business online? Now, the first question that you would ask yourself is, how do you do that? How do you build the fastest, most effective way? And yes, I've got notes here, so I keep looking over here. And if you've tried everything on social media before, all these things like the Join Me Now posts, the before and after product posts, if you've sent thousands of the copy and paste messages to strangers, you're not alone, okay? You are not alone because this stuff is still being taught out there in this industry, okay? It really is. And it's what gives the industry a bad rep, and it's not effective. It's just not effective, okay? Because let me tell you, or maybe even think back to a time, which for me it has been virtually nearly every single day for the last couple of weeks, that somebody sends you a quick message to say, hey, I've just got involved in something and I thought of you. Here's a link, go check it out. And you're like, what's just happened? What has just happened? They've not even said hello. They've not even introduced themselves or anything like that. Okay. And I'm getting more and more of these over the last few weeks. And I know the online industry at the moment is booming, but that is not the way to do it. Okay. So how can we build our businesses online without being those salesy weirdos or torturing ourselves using social media? And there's a lot of things being taught out there, but I'm hopefully going to teach you what I've learnt, which is just over a year ago, that has duplicated inside my team like wildfire. I am getting a bit tongue-tied today. It's duplicated inside my team like wildfire, okay? And not only inside my team, but in the other teams that I work alongside with and other people in the industry that are doing really, really well with this way of building online, okay? So I'm really, really excited to share this to you. So firstly, you're going to want to share this on your wall or save it to watch later, okay? Because I know we're all busy at the moment, busy homeschooling, busy being mums, busy building our business, busy working from home, and you may not just have the time to watch it right this moment. So go and share it on your wall or go and save it to your wall so you can come back and watch it later for all the tips, okay? So, number one way to building your business online is you've got to build influence. And I mentioned this right at the beginning. You've got to build influence. So how do we build influence? If you know how to build influence, fantastic. Drop it below. Let me know. If you don't, you're like, oh God, I've got no flipping idea. I've got no clue what that is at all. How to build influence? Then again, let me know below because I'd love to start a conversation with you about how to build influence. Because you hear a lot of people talking about building influence or being an influencer, but I didn't when I first started in this company, in this industry. I thought, what is it? What exactly does that mean? Okay. But the bottom line is, influencers mean that you have grown the know, like and trust factor with a lot of people, and a group of people, okay, a huge group of people, a lot of people. You have grown the know, like and trust with them, and you become an influencer, okay, an influencer to that group. But how do you become an influencer? Maybe you're brand new. Maybe you've already built a team, so you've got a little bit of influence. Maybe you've had some success in networking before. Maybe you've built a business already before, but maybe you built it and it's all gone away, because I know a lot of people that have built traditionally and have grown to 6-7 figures, and then it's just all disappeared because they didn't have a duplication system. So you're wondering, how do I get this done, or how do I do this in the fastest possible way? How can I just get it done and become an influencer? You can't. Building an influence takes time, okay? So first we want to realise, and we want to come to the conclusion, that it's not a 30-day strategy, it's not a 30-day blueprint that you're going to get it over and done within 30 days. It takes time, and the longer you do it, the more influence you build, okay? So just think about it. Think about influences in your life, okay, or maybe people that you follow. How long, and you could probably go back and check this out, how long have they taken to become an influencer? How long did it take them to become, or to have the following of the know, like and trust, okay? Because that is what you're aiming for, the know, like and trust factor. So how do you do that? How do you become an influencer, and how do you get people coming to you? Well, firstly, you need to grow an audience. That is your first priority, to grow an audience. Okay, and I've got three ways of how to become an influencer. So the firstly is you need to grow an audience. Now, if you are new and you've just got into this industry, you've probably been told to go and speak to your warm market. And your warm market, that is your audience, somebody that you've already spent time with. You've already, people that have already got to know, like and trust you, okay? These are your warm market people. Now, you may have run out of those warm market people, or if, like me, my warm market just wasn't interested at all. They just didn't want to join me in my business. They were happy doing what they do, the 9-to-5 job or whatever it is, being a mum, okay, whatever, okay. They really wasn't interested. That's fine. They're your warm market, but I didn't have a warm market, okay. So I wasn't able to build a great big team from the get-go, okay, because I didn't have that warm market. So what do you do? And maybe you're someone like I am now, and don't get me wrong, I love to talk to people, but I'm not an extrovert. And you probably think that's different because I'm sat here talking to you live, but I've learned to do this. But I don't go to the parties and stand out and the person who wants to talk to everybody. That is just not me, okay? I can't do that. And I know some people are very super busy at the moment, okay? I am. I have a family. I've got 2 children, and a lot of what I do is based around my family and what my kids are doing. So I don't have time to socialise. So my warm market was very limited. So how do you build a bigger warm market? Because that is what you needed to do. So you've exhausted your warm market. How do you build a bigger warm market outside of that warm market? Bit complicated. And build that influence. Well, first off, you've got to grow an audience. Okay, so that is it. You've got to grow an audience. Now, I'm going to give you a link below where you can learn how to do that, because it takes time to grow an audience, and it takes time trying to explain how to grow an audience, and I don't have time to go into the details of how to grow your audience. So I'm going to give you the steps on how to build influence, the fastest and most effective way for you to build your business on social media. But if you want to learn how to grow an audience, I'm going to drop a link below that you can take a look at. So firstly, you need to grow an audience, okay. Secondly, is you have to engage with that audience, okay? Now, we can all make friends and connections, but what we want is that audience isn't going to grow. It's not going to grow, and it's not going to engage with you and know who you are without you engaging first, okay? So you want people to get to know, like, and trust you and become your warm market. So you've got to become a human being. Become a human first, okay? And get them to know, like, and trust you. Find out about them. What we call it here, instead of being interesting, be interested. So ask questions and get to know them. Be interested in them, okay? And the best way to engage with your audience, like I said, is just be a human. You don't go to you don't go out socialising and just stand there and not talk to anybody. You've got to interact, so be a human first, and that's it, okay? Find out how they're doing, what they love, what they're up to, what lights their fire, what's their passion, all those types of things, and build meaningful relationships on social media, okay? Especially before you send the copy and paste message. And it's not easy to begin with, but you just got to remember that it takes time, and you need to be doing it right, okay? So do this. Thirdly, promote to that audience, okay? If you don't ask for what you want, if you just stay in the friend zone, and what I mean by friend zone is you're kind of dating somebody, and they put you in the friend zone. Do you want to move out of that friend zone to a relationship status? Or do you just want to stay in the friend zone? You've got to ask for what you want, okay? You've got to promote to these people. But you can't do this out of order, okay? Huge no-no. If you go promoting and you don't have an audience and you haven't engaged with them, it's not going to work. So you've got to go do this in order. So you've got to do number one, you've got to grow an audience. And number two, you've got to engage with them. And then number three, you've got to promote with them, okay? And again, if you don't know how to do all this, I'm going to drop a link below that will guide you through what it is that you can do to grow your audience, engage, and grow your business and become an influencer, okay? So I'm going to drop this link below where you can get all the details on how to do each piece of this, okay? The exact same blueprint that I myself, my team, and other teams and thousands, hundreds of thousands of people have used this blueprint to grow their businesses online faster, okay? And don't forget to share this to you all if you want to look back and see the tips, or you just haven't got time to watch it at the moment. Just save it and share it to you all. And if you've gotten any value from this, then please pass it on to somebody who you think will benefit from this training, because I love to chat, and if you want to chat and you want to share and you want to pass it on, then please do so. Until next time, thank you for watching. Bye.